when I I went out on my first transport with my girl Heidi. I'll have to send this episode to you, Heidi, so you can listen to this story, and hopefully it brings back memories just like it does for me. But I'm from middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. Bringing that back. Let me set the environment for you. Huge Amish population, and Amish are self-pay. So, this is they usually don't use a helicopter to go pick up a baby or even, an adult patient or pediatric patient, just because it costs a lot to fly in a helicopter. So a lot of times it would be by ground, but this is like one of my first transports. I think it was my first one. I know it was my first intubation attempt. But we get our doctor comes, we're going to this town notorious for Amish population, and we're going to go get this 27-weeker. And at this point, I am crapping my pants because I'm like, what? I'm going to do what? In a helicopter? I don't even think I went by ground yet. So, I was just like, it was like the scariest but most exciting adrenaline rushing experience for me. But Heidi, I respect you to this day. And I was so grateful that you were able to give me that first transport experience, because we had a relationship where I felt comfortable with you, and I knew that you would be hard on me and you would push me, and you did all of those things plus. But we go to this place. It was about a 30-minute flight. So it's a little over an hour and a half by ground. I guess an hour and a half. So it was like 30 minutes. Got to get my flight suit on, do all my stuff. And a lot of times we would fly there, but we would drive back because you only charge for loaded miles, meaning if there's a patient on board, that's what gets charged to insurance, but whatever. So we flew there, and then little to our surprise, we were going to fly back with this 27-week Amish baby. And we get there, the baby needed intubated because the pediatrician at the hospital did not feel comfortable with that. So I try, she lets me try. I couldn't get it. I'll own it. I couldn't get it, but it was my first real time on a human trying to put a breathing tube in. So it was nice to see. And then Heidi did it. She made it so I could see what she did. I even think I put the tube in while she found, the correct placement. So that was a really cool experience. And the family called us the helicopter girls, because that's just what she called. So we brought her baby back to our NICU, and to the day that she was discharged, she called us the helicopter girls in her accent. And if you know anything about the Amish population, you can't take photos. They don't like their photos taken. So at her discharge day, Heidi and I were working that day, and she asked for a picture of Heidi and I, which I thought was interesting, because I was like, oh, you're allowed to take pictures of us. But, they took a picture of us, and, I hope, I hope they still remember us. But yeah, we were known as the helicopter girls. And that was one of my very first, I think it was my first transport, definitely first flight and first intubation attempt. So that will be a memory that I will hold on to forever. And it just makes me laugh because of how she said it, and just the whole scenario of it. It's a really happy, great ending story that, the mother was even involved in some of the humor. So, that's something I'll cherish forever.